we have to learn English grammar, and in the last video we had completed half part of verb. Today in this video we are going to complete the verb. Okay, so parts of the verb we were just going to learn, and up to that just I told you that ordinary verb, you know that ordinary verb is divided into two parts, and these two parts are called transitive verb and intransitive verb. So I am taking that the first one, transitive verb. And its definition is the verb comes with an object is called transitive verb. It's a very simple and easy definition. What does it say? Here we can understand through the definition of the transitive verb. What is transitive verb? The verb comes with an object is called transitive verb. For example, I am giving you to make it easy. He plays cricket. Here in this sentence you can see that. Now look here, I am underlining the object because this plays is a verb, right? It's a verb and cricket is an object. So look that this verb plays takes an object in the sentence. What does it play? If we ask the question to the noun, so we get an answer. Cricket means object we get. It means that the plays, this verb always comes with an object, and such verb is called transitive verb. Got it? Now number 2, intransitive verb. The definition of transitive verb, it does not come with object. It does not come with an object. For example, he runs. So runs is a verb, it does not have any object. Got it? What it has, we cannot ask the question to the noun here because there is no answer. So we cannot find any object with the verb runs. So it's such a verb is called an intransitive verb, right? There are others also. She comes, or she is coming. Another type of sentence we are going to take. She is coming. They went. Now look here. These are the sentences here, and each sentence has the verb but do not have any object with them. It means that they never come with an object. Understand? Is the rule of English. So there are such verbs are called intransitive verbs. Got it? Now another one. We are going to see now another type of verbs. some examples I am going to give you of transitive and intransitive, and your homework will be to find out such sentences from your textbook and write them, giving the name whether it is a transitive or intransitive. So it will be clear that we got an idea about this topic. So transitive verb example. Giving is transitive verb. She sang a song. Now here, sang is a verb and a song is an object. See here, so sang actually comes with an object, so it's a transitive verb. Other 2-3 more examples we are going to take now. I and writing a letter. Look here, I am writing a letter. Here also the same thing. Writing is a verb and a letter is an object. So writing also a transitive verb because it comes with an object. Another one. They heard noise. Now look here. Heard is a verb and noise is an object. So you could understand now these type of verbs which take an object with them, and such verbs are called transitive verbs. Okay, and these verbs mainly are used in the passive voice, because passive voice is only made only when there is a transitive verb, because unless there is an object, passive voice cannot be made. So when the transitive verb is used in the sentence, so it is of course an object, so it can be converted into passive voice. So look here now. So these examples are, I think, enough for you to study and to understand. And some of the examples I am giving you from intransitive verb. Intransitive verb. So which are those? For example, he always come late. Look here now. Come is a verb in the sentence, but after that it's an adverb, not an object. Okay? Place after the come. It means that this type of verb never comes with an object. So it's a transitive verb. They seem tired. Here also the same thing. Same is a verb, but it does not have any object after it. So it is also a kind of intransitive verb. So these are the verbs. Now look here. She runs in the race. Here also runs here. The verb is used, but it does not have any object in the sentence. It's an additional word in the race. So such verbs, you can see that comes, sing, runs, they don't take any object, so they are called intransitive verbs. So idea is clear. So it is your homework now to find such examples of transitive verb and intransitive verb from your textbook and write them. At least four of them, each of them. I am going to tell you that finite and non-finite verb. Non-finite. So finite and non-finite verb. Finite verb is that finite verb is that which is bound by noun. Means limited by the noun. Got it? So all the verbs, you know that am, is, are, was, were. Okay, these are all finite verbs, and the first form of verb or any kind of verb means first form and other parts which is actually limited by the noun. Look here now. For example, I am giving you he ate an apple. Ate. Here we just use this verb ate. So it is actually finite verb. Got it? So it is limited by the noun apple, like that. Another thing is that they are absent today. Here in this sentence are is a finite verb. So like that, another sentence I am going to take that she was tired. In this sentence was is here, this is also finite verb. So three more sentences I am going to give you to make the idea clear. We study. Okay, what is this sentence? To study, actually it is the finite verb actually, and it is limited by this subject. Okay, noun or pronoun. Now look here. They have bought a book. Now look, any sentence we can take only to know the use of these sentences in the finite, how they are finite and why are they called finite. Now look here, the body is here, it is also the finite verb. So like that, these are the finite verbs. Now non-finite verbs we are going to see. Non-finite verbs. So what are those non-finite verbs? three forms or three kinds. There are three kinds. Okay. So which are those? First of all, infinitive. The second, with infinitive with two or without two. Then participle. There are two types of participle. Which are those? Present, present participle and past participle. Okay, these are two, and the third one is that gerund. So there are three types. Okay, they are non-finite. So we are going to see that now one by one in a very short form, in a very short way. So that first of all, infinitive. So infinitive. With two now. Look here. For example, he went to visit his grandparents. Here now, he went to visit his grandparents. To visit is actually infinitive, come with two plus visit. This is called infinitive, and went is here finite verb. Another thing is that I like to swim. See here also, to swim is an infinitive, correct? And like this finite verb. So it is, these are the non-finite verbs I am just showing you here, which are underlined. They are coming with two, and they are called infinitive also. Because when the question will be ask you about converting infinitive into gerund, so this type of actually study will help you to do that easily. Now, so look that we can make many sentences. He has participated to win the prize. So to win. So you can easily identify infinitive when they come with two. Now I am going to tell you that other infinitives, those come without two. Let's study them also. Let's learn them also. Because generally they come with what? without to. For example, I can hear. Here you can see that here is a verb here and it came without to because it is associated with modal auxiliary can, right? So it is also infinitive when they come with modal auxiliary mostly. He could have reached early. Now reach came here, it is also infinitive because it came with could have. Okay, so it is also infinitive but it came with without to. She might and she might be in the school. One minute. She might feel sick. Here you can see that she might feel sick. Here feel is an infinitive because it came with might. So these are actually infinitives but they are coming with without to. So you have to identify them and it's very easy for you to identify them and understand them when they come with modal auxiliaries. Okay. So another thing is that participle I am going to show you. In one example I am going to give you of this. Present participle first of all. Present participle ing added words. Look, ing added words are called mostly present participle. Actually they are verb and adjective, both the verbs they do that. I am going to give you one example. Hearing lions roar. The hunter came short. Look here, hearing lions roar, the hunter aimed short. The hunter. So like that, hearing lions roar, the hunter aimed short. Here, hearing actually qualifying the noun hunter here. So it is called present participle, means in fact it works here as a verb plus adjective. So that's called it is present participle. Now gerund. What is gerund? It's a verbal noun. So verbal noun. Why it is called verbal noun? Because the word comes without noun, but when the word is added, 1 minute, is added ing in the end of the word, it is called verbal noun. So I think it is okay for you, and this is your homework. Whatever I gave you here in this lecture, you have to complete it in your workbook, in your notebook, and send it on my number. That's it.